So we are on our way to work because IVF treatment is not cheap, and real people go to work because they have to pay for IVF treatment. So look. I really do love my job. We have a special section just for the preggo ladies, and another month, once we get those pedestrian shots, we will get to park in that section. Yeah. Logged in onto our computer. So originally I'm from California, and that's where I met my awesome husband. He's amazing, who will be going through this procedure with me. But when we got pregnant with our daughter and she had holes in her heart, I had to relocate because she needed a phenomenal heart doctor. So shout out to Children's Mercy Hospital, because that is who took care of me and my little girl throughout our whole last bit of our pregnancy with her condition. So I ended up being back in Wichita, which is where I grew up, and I found a phenomenal job, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna stay. You know, at the time I needed something where I could sit down and not have to deal with the difficulties of high-risk pregnancy. So I found a call center job that is extremely supportive. They are amazing when it comes to supporting their employees. I never didn't get a phone call when my daughter passed away. Flowers and cards, and they were awesome. Even so much so as they have played a huge part in our IVF procedure, so we're really excited about that. And I am a huge advocate when it comes to my job. I'm not going to tell you guys where I work. If you guys know me personally, then you know where I work. But yeah, so we spend 12 hours a day here, 3 days a week, and then I get the rest of the week to myself. I usually spend time traveling back to California to see my husband, or working on school and things like that. I'll be back in school 100% in August. So we're one big happy family here. That's our motto, that's our goal, and we do a pretty good job at it. So as my team members start coming in, you'll get to see a little bit of them. They're lots of fun. 8 to 8, that's it. But we usually get clocked in by 7:50 because we like overtime. Believe me, when you got IVF treatment and hospital bills and car notes and this, that, and the third, you like overtime. Not to mention, me and my husband just started our own home owning business. So we're working on renovating homes and renting them out. And then I also have my own business on the side. Well, we both do. He has his dispensary, and then I also have my baskets. So you can also find my page on Facebook for that as well. And I'll also share a link too. But it's called Chocolate and Assortments, of course, because I'm chocolate. And it's pretty cool. So it keeps me pretty busy when I'm away from him, and it also keeps a little extra money in my pocket. So I am a busy girl, y'all. Busy girl. They let you work overtime?
Well, not really overtime.
Oh, you worked your 7. Okay, that's what I did too. So I was like, wait a minute. I was trying to slide in for some more hours.
They call it overtime.
Well, because today technically we'll be making overtime the whole shift, so it works for me. So they just recently closed overtime. Ugh, we're so upset because with us only working 3 sets of 12 a week, we get an hour lunch, which actually makes it 11, you know, but we end up only getting 33 hours, and we're full-time employees, so most of us will come in throughout the week and pull some extra hours, and it really works out when we have overtime, because then you have the opportunity to work all week, nothing but overtime. However, our HR lady has shut it down. So we are now still able to make up 7 hours to make a full 40, but we cannot work over that. So some of us have found some loopholes around that, and we now come in for our 7, but then the pay period doesn't end until Saturday, right? So we then, hey Key, how are you this morning? So we then get all of Saturday overtime. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing this morning? My girl Key, she comes in every Saturday, and she's a bit pissy about the girl that sits at her desk throughout the week. I'm talking to my web blog, Key.
On Facebook?
Yes. So Keontae is one of my work colleagues, and she's awesome. She's my girl, and she knows all about all of my pregnancy difficulties and all of the ups and downs that we've been throughout pregnancy. And she doesn't know it, but she's one of my biggest cheerleaders. So I love her. I don't know who was, you know what? I sat there yesterday. I don't know, gonna lie. I did. I sat at your desk yesterday, but it was only for 2 hours. Because, you know, they still haven't fixed my desk.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I've been waiting 2 weeks, so.
All my stuff from over here too?
Yeah. Well, do you have a key to your drawers?
Yeah. All my stuff is right here, so all I gotta do is pull it out.
Good morning, Britt. How are you, love?
Hey, baby mama. Hey, wifey.
What's going on with you?
Oh, man.
And this is Brittany. She's my stand-in baby mama because my husband is away in California. So Brittany, you guys will be seeing a lot of Brittany because she's going to be coming to some of my IVF appointments and being my stand-in doula. So we love Brittany.
Yeah.
Right, Britt?
Yeah.
So you see, we are one big happy family here. We all support each other, and we're awesome. Our team is awesome. Even though Key has decided to transfer teams, she's leaving us in a couple of days. So she's voted off the island. We kicked her off, but it's cool. Okay. Even though she voluntarily left, we kicked her off. Okay. But yeah, so this is what we do all day, guys. A whole 12 hours you get with us of laughs, jokes, and BS, because that's what we do here. So we made it through the day. Well, we have like 25 minutes, but we made it. So it was a Monday, technically Saturday, but it was our Monday, so guess you can't complain there, especially when you get to go from Monday all the way to Wednesday, you know, like there's really no cons to that. Calls were slow. That's always good. We like slow calls and easy money, especially when you made overtime the whole pay. We like overtime, okay?
Night.
Key, you have my marker.
The money.
Huh?
That's what happens when you throw stuff.
You have my marker, Key.
No, I don't.
Huh?
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No.
My marker? You don't got it. What happened to it? Good morning, good morning. My goodness. So it is it's Tuesday. I call it my Saturday. Yesterday we got labs back, and that was so exciting. But I was at work, so unfortunately I did not get to record that portion because I was busy. It was a busy day at work. However, the nurse is going to be calling us back today, so you guys are going to get to see that, so that way we can discuss the lab results, what that means, and what we're going to be doing from there. So basically I just kind of want to give you guys a quick rundown of what happened with the lab results, right? So they came back and everything was good, with the exception of there was a irregularity in some of the blood work. So basically what it was a, oh, she's peeking out on my camera. This is my Hazel May. Her name is Hayes, or Hazel May. She is my therapy dog. I got her within my first pregnancy. Well, not my first pregnancy, I'm sorry, that's a story. So I got her in my last pregnancy with my daughter, and my husband got her for me because he works a lot and I was at home by myself, and so Hayes has become my therapy dog. So she's a spoiled brat. You'll see a lot of Hazel May, but right now Hazel May needs to go play. Okay, so basically what happened was I got back the series of tests that we took last week, that we spoke about, right? And you guys seen the that long extensive list, and it definitely drained me. I went home and took a really good nap after that. However, those tests came back and there was an irregularity. I took a DRBBT screen. So basically, what that means in simple terms is your immune system and the cells made up of it, and what your body is able to fight off, right? So it's the immune system and how the immune system fights off certain diseases or makes up the cells. So basically, it's an immune system disorder. So basically what's going on is my immune system is creating cells to fight off my immune system, which in return is causing me to have high blood pressure, blood clots, and things like that. I spent a lot of time, now as I think back on it, I spent a lot of time in and out of the hospital with our daughter, not just for her heart condition, but before we had found out she had a heart condition, I was in and out of the hospital a lot for high blood pressure and blood clots and things like that. So it was something that we did somewhat address. However, we didn't go extensively into all of these tests and in addressing the problem head on. So I'm really pleased at the fact that in the early stages we have found that out, and we're working to address that now. However, I'm really nervous. I'm in the process of moving back to California, and me and my husband have found a beautiful home to move into next month, 1st of June, well, mid-June, and transferring my job and everything. But now, with all this information, they're talking about bed rest, getting me a home nurse, and maybe even having some hospitalized time. And I'm like, what does that mean for me wanting to go home? And I know that kind of sounds selfish, or it does. It sounds selfish, right? But I've been away from my better half for a long time. I'm ready to go home. So if I have to stay, of course, that's what has to be done. But I really would like to go home. So when we speak with the nurse later, we're going to be finding out what the doctor feels like we need to do to address this issue. We're going to be talking about a little more what this means for me during the pregnancy, and what's next. Can we still continue with the IVF procedure? Do we have to wait? What's next? So we're going to be talking to her later and getting some more of that news, okay? In the meantime, it's still pretty early. The house is pretty quiet. I think I'm going to get up and get me a little me time in and go to the gym. A lot of people, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you just had a baby in November. Yes, I carried her full term, and I am back to my before pregnancy weight. I was in crop tops back in January after having her in November. So, look, Mama Chocolate bounced back quick, okay? So, I spend a lot of time in the gym, and it really it became therapeutic as well, after losing her. So I still keep up with the gym, and I'm trying to continue to go because between pedestrian and after that I'm gonna be pregnant, so I won't be able to go at all. But I know the pedestrian is really gonna thick me up, so I want to try to stay consistent. So we're gonna go to the gym, get our fitness on for a second, and then see what else the day entails. Okay. So we are at the good old YMCA. Get some gym time in. Always good and therapeutic, especially with everything that's going on in my little world. So we're about to get it in. I usually spend about 2 hours here in the morning, then another 2 hours in the evening time. So on my days off, because on my 12s I be tired as hell. So we just getting started. So it was, in fact, a good workout, but now it's time for my favorite part, the sweat out. So I'm gonna go sit in, first we're gonna go sit in the hot box, then the sauna 15 and 15, and that is my secret to losing them carbs post-pregnancy. You gonna go outside? I'm trying to take her outside.
The air conditioner's on.
Oh, turn the air off. It's nice outside.
No. It's muggy outside. And Aaliyah's scared of mosquitoes coming in.
I'm not scared of mosquitoes. Jordan is the one that's allergic to them, so.
You got bit and had a conniption. Spraying your bed like 20 times.
Because that's nasty.
You got bit by a mosquito.
Mosquitoes can carry diseases.
I understand that. That's why I said don't open the back door.
Come on, Hesses.
Everybody started to do it.
That probably wasn't the best thing. Hayes. Hayes. So mean, dude. She don't want you.
No.
Mom, we went to this place at school today, and
What place y'all go to?
it's called the Atwater Center.
The Atwater?
Yeah.
What they
It was
do
a
there?
field trip.
The Atwater Center is like
Like a community center.
yeah,
And
it's
we
just
met
like a
this
community
lady,
center.
and I can get my food handler's card, and I can take driving lessons and stuff to get ready for my learner's permit.
I tried to teach you how to drive. You didn't want me to teach you.
No, I did
She
good.
just
It's just
has
I get
anxiety.
my anxiety get bad when I'm
This little girl, come out.
You drive good though.
I feel.
Auntie was trying to.
Yes.
Yeah, stop.
You can't be anxious trying to drive no car.
Okay, well stop because she's scratching me.
Leave her alone. She don't want to play.
Jordan, come get these tacos and put them up.
And Auntie was trying to let me drive her car. I couldn't do that.
Or maybe you just need to drive more so you can get comfortable with it.
Yeah, she needs to drive more.
When I asked her, she'd be
But
like,
not
no.
on the road. She don't need to drive on the road. She needs to
I
drive.
don't take her on the road. We go on back streets.
That's still on the street.
On the empty street.
Is it a street?
You
So
want
how
me to
you
drive
supposed
on
to-
dirt
that's what I'm saying, how you
Is it
supposed to
a
learn?
street?
So where you want me to take her then?
To an empty parking lot at first.
Okay.
If she has anxiety, it's because she's worried about cars on the side of the road. Parked on the side.
Oh, okay.
So maybe if she tried like just driving, just getting a feel of how to drive without having to worry about the traffic or any cars near her, then that could help ease her into driving on the street.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't ever drive and I just was thrown into it.
That's how I was too. So I don't know. But it's not like she drives bad. She drives good. So.
Maybe she'll be less worried about tearing up something if she drive a raggedy car. She can drive my car.
What's that supposed to
That's
mean?
still a part that I have to get to.
She said that driving my car was easier.
Well, it is
For her.
easier because she doesn't have to work so hard. My car is a little bit harder to drive.
Quit eating, sleep.
Why you can't just find another color and book for now? Okay, well no. If you're not going to use them, leave them alone because you get to trying to do too much and stuff be all colored on and
That
what
book
if
is
you
to
do?
make pictures.
What are you
I don't
doing?
want it just done any old raggedy way
Yeah,
for
your
it.
mama said she don't want it done no kind of way.
I want to do it right. I'm just trying to wait to get done.
Hayes, what is you doing?
Spinning and stuff.
Spinning in circles. Okay. I got my video camera going. I'm finna put you on my web blog, spinning in circles,
No,
so people can see how weird you is.
I'm not weird. I'm just bored.
You and him.
You wouldn't be bored if you get a book and read it.
No.
Right. That's what you need to do.
No.
Work on
Here,
your
I got
reading
some
skills.
math for you to do.
Right.
Nope,
or
nope,
your
nope.
math skills. Someone you should be telling
Well,
you
I need
more.
somebody to help me with this. Okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing as homework.
I already helped you with that.
No, you didn't even finish. You quit. That's not doing homework.
Well, go through it, but I told you a way you could do it by yourself.
Well, go. Your mama just said she gonna help you.
This is what we have to do.
I don't want to continue.
So,
Don't come over here. Right now.
You just said you was gonna help the
No,
child.
I didn't. I said I got some math for her. I didn't say I was going to do it with her.
Oh man, you cold blooded. It's just I don't know. We gonna have to see. We gonna have to see.
The only
'Cause
reason we
they
were
gonna
upgrading
turn
right
around.
now is for the dealer with the
Exactly
with the
for the watches, and I want the watch, but I'm like, you know what? If that's what we gonna do, we might as well just stay with the 8 stuff,
Mhm.
and
then
then
wait
upgrade
to
to
upgrade
the
to
yeah
the other one.
when they do the upgrade in a couple months.
That's a good thing.
Mom's gonna get the Samsung Galaxy S9.
no, we
Yeah,
never
so
had a
she
Samsung.
can-
I really just wanted the animated emojis.
Mhm.
We could just use Mom's phone.
Until we get.
'Cause
the
she
thing.
got-
I never even got that
She
Samsung.
she ain't gonna use all that stuff.
And if she do, it's just gonna be to annoy us.
Mommy, can you play with me?
Play with you what? I'm waiting on your cousin to come. Penny's supposed to be coming. I don't know where she's at.
She was supposed to come last night. You guys opened the
She,
door. She wasn't there.
She I know she went home. What's been going on, guys?
Not to be rude to that one girl. I was telling you about the hair.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get the hot iron in a second.
She just really started to make me real mad. I just couldn't get worried. Other than that, I've just been chilling.
Right. I went to work for that little 3 hours, but for real, I really didn't get no sleep after these test results have been kind of fucking with me. So I didn't hardly sleep. Then I slept all morning, then went to work real quick.
So did you find out more about what it means today?
No, she was supposed to call me back. The nurse was, but she didn't. Which is cool because I mean I'm still gonna talk to her again later on this week because you know we waiting on the insurance to do whatever it is they doing. So
Here you go.
You gotta ask. What you was asking? Did you even ask?
I didn't ask.
No wonder.
That's your turn.
Yeah, I did.
she said to do it, man.
So you gonna call her tomorrow?
Yeah,
Or you hoping
because she
she's
was
gonna call you
no.
tomorrow?
I said she was supposed to call me back today, but she didn't. So I'm gonna call her tomorrow and see what's going on. Cause I definitely want to know some more about it. Cause the way it's looking right now, I'm not gonna get to go back home till after this pregnancy, and I'm not feeling that. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not happy. I'm ready to go home. Go ask some lip gum. So let me go and have some lip gum.
Some dry.
Okay.
What we did was the recurrent pregnancy lab work that looks for clotting factor abnormalities, and so one of the clotting factors was abnormal, and that's so we repeat the test. The only way to confirm that you have a clotting factor abnormality is to repeat the test in 12 weeks, and then with transfer we're going to do heparin or Lovenox, regardless of the outcome, because we know you obviously have poor pregnancy outcome as well, and early pregnancy and delivery. So the Lovenox will be, helpful to prevent any clotting abnormalities. It's a medication to prevent clotting.
The blood thinners. Okay.
Blood thinner, yep. It's a blood thinner.
And so with that, you said that we wouldn't have to wait though, right?
Correct.
Okay.
The only thing we're waiting on at this point is insurance authorization.
Okay. Yeah, and they were scheduled to call me back today, so I'm gonna hopefully speak with them today as well. So hopefully they stick to the 1 to 3 business days that they quoted me on Monday.
Okay. Well, we'll call you if we get anything before that, okay?
Alrighty. Well, thank you for taking the time to answer my questions.
No problem.
All right. So I had called Monday because I just got my labs back in, and so they had told me that it would be about 1 to 3 business days before the nurse, or that time period that the nurse had to go ahead and review all of my history and all that stuff. My reproductive center sent them over on Monday when I got my labs in.
Which folder? I don't know which nurse folder it is in. Well, she didn't say that.
And then at that time she told me that there wouldn't be a nurse that was assigned to it because they had just sent it in. But she said within 24 hours there would be a nurse that was assigned to it. So, I just assumed that, you guys were taking care of it on that end. And I'm really hoping that's the case.
Yeah, I have to search all of the nurses' folder to see which nurse it was assigned to. Because they didn't start it up yet. They didn't start the file yet.
Oh, God.
And I know
I don't need this.
I have to go through every one of the nurses' folder to see who has the records. Because I don't see anything started yet. There's nothing started.
So what does that mean then? Because Monday they sent them in. So then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, this would be our 3rd business day.
Yeah, but I don't see anything. There's nothing started yet.
So, but you did find the file.
Yeah.
Okay, you had me scared for a minute.
Let me check her. Let's send her an email. Records is in the file, so that's the general information I have to give you. She could finish it in an hour, but I don't know how long it's going to take her to finish it. But that's
I understand. I understand what you're saying, but I've been going back and forth between y'all and the reproductive center for 2 weeks now, and now I'm at the point where I'm having to wait on you guys, and you guys told me the 1 to 3 business days, and now I'm being told I might have to wait even longer, and the weekend is approaching, you know what I mean? So then we have you guys don't work Saturday and Sunday, so then what? I'm gonna be stuck waiting until Monday, and I have to start this procedure, which I'm sure as a woman it has to be done at certain time points. So I'm missing my marks.
Okay, ma'am, I do understand.
So is there no way?
She's not replying, so there's no way for me to know how long it's going to take her to complete the review, because your record is all the records that's in her pocket.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to fuss at you. I understand what you're saying. I'm just,
Yeah, she's not replying. So I
I sent her it, and I am, so she's away, so I assume that she's on lunch. So I'll just have to track her down when she comes back to see how long it's gonna take her.
Okay.
But this on the record that's in her folder. So
Okay.
I assume that when she comes back from either her lunch or her break, that's what she's gonna be working on next.
All right.
Because there's no other records in her folder.
Alrighty. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.